Welcome back to West Texas Disc Golf. As you can see in the title, I'm going to be doing a in the bag video. Hey, welcome to my backyard, or part of my backyard. This is where I practice my form, I record myself. I like to throw into the net a lot. I haven't really been able to do it so much, but hey, welcome to my backyard. Maybe I'll do a video of my my little putting layout, and I have my own little turf tee box that I made. Well, let's start with my throwing putters. I'm gonna go from least stable to most stable. It's actually this one. I'm gonna start off with this P2. This is more of a hyzer flip to turn. I really use this a lot in the woods if I need something to just turn a short hole, or a just nice straight to flat finish upshot. That's about it. And I use my Sky God a lot from off the tee. I really love to throw putters. I love to throw this Sky God. This is the one that I got in the mystery box, so I just freshly put in the bag. It's really overstable. Yeah. And my baby's right here. My tactic, if I'm really looking for, like, I really use this for like a lot flex, go, and I mean just a little skip or some skip to it. I like to throw this a lot. I really love to flex it. I don't know, I just love the way it flies, how overstable it is, or just something, a big hyzer, or I don't know. And then my extra soft tactic, I also flex this, throw it off the box a lot, or a nice little forehand approach. But this one likes to stick right there. If I have OB in the back or just anything, I really don't want to be too far, I can always rely on this. Then my main putting putters, I use the Flex 3 Glow Rainmakers. One of my favorite putters. I used to putt with some Focuses, and I don't know, the bead was kind of bothering me. So I just tried the Rainmakers, and man, I fell in love with them as soon as I first started putting with them. It took me a while to adjust to these putters, but hey, I love them. Gonna go to the mid-ranges. How I said, I love to throw my putters a lot. If I need to push a little bit extra more distance, I just grab a mid-range and go. Again, least stable to most stable. This is my MD1. This is the Simon Lazar Mindbender. How could I forget that? This is my baby. I use this a lot for the woods or just a straight shot hyzer flip. I really love to use this on an hyzer and just let it turn and just fade out just a little bit and land flat. And my other mystery box disc, my MD3. Man, I fell in love with this disc as soon as I first seen it. Again, just I can flex this a little, just a baby flex, get it out there, hyzer out. This one's similar to my MD3, even though it's an MD3, C-line MD3. I did the Simon die. I love the Simon die. Well, we all call it the Simon die. This one's more stable than that. What should we call it? Metal flake? I don't even know the plastic on that other one. This is my favorite disc to throw. I can give this one a little bit more anhyzer, and I'm 100% sure I can rely on it to come back. Now the fairways. My bread and butter right here is the tilt. I really don't have use for it, but since I don't know how to throw a grenade, I do just hyzer. It goes up and down, straight up and down. Or Sometimes I throw it upside down. It's rare. I just use it for the big hyzer, or if I'm playing doubles and we're all being silly in my partner's park, we're like, hey, let's try to skip run it. Skip run this up shot, or just do something crazy and something silly. I'll grab the tilt for that. Ooh, let's go from least stable. My other baby right here, Discraft Heat. I give this some hyzer, pop up, turn a little, and it'll ride the turn for a little if I give it a lot of hyzer. Or if I throw it just baby hyzer, it'll just hold the turn and just keep turning. And I love this disc. And if I do throw it wrong, it just keeps turning. And yeah. Hey, these babies, I just put these in the bag I put this one in the bag as soon as I threw it in the mystery box challenge. Hey, I fell in love with my FDs. Discraft FDs, seed line. I just fell in love with it. I give them baby hyzer, rides too flat for me, and just hyzers out. I've thrown this one like max power, but I threw it this weekend in Big Spring. It was an uphill. Gave it some hyzer. This one flipped on me, kind of turned a little, not much, and still hyzered out. I fell in love with these. The rim kind of felt weird because I don't think I've ever thrown a 7-speed, but hey, I really loved it. Now let's go with this dumb boy, the Splice. I had a Captain's Raptor. I replaced my Captain's Raptor with this because my Captain Raptor had an ace and the signature started to just kind of fade out. So I didn't want that to happen, and I threw in a Splice. Still haven't thrown it. I'm excited to throw it. I hope it's like my Captain's Raptor, my little cap wrap. Next is my Doombird 2 FD3, the Lizotte right here. A lot of people were like, oh no, Lizotte's leaving. Don't throw it. Don't put your name on it. First thing I did, grab my Sharpie, put my name and number, and started throwing this bad boy. I can give this one. I don't throw this to go for this. I don't go for distance or nothing. I just throw this for like about 300, 330, not more than that, with some just little flex. I don't really have to force it. I don't have to throw it very hard. Just flex and always rely, or just throw it flat with some power and always rely on that big old skip. Okay, my next fairways is my PDs. My Simon Dye PD right here. Man, I fell in love with these as soon as I grabbed them. I had Athenas, I had Thunderbirds, I had a lot of disc in my bag, kind of similar to my PDs. I had my Onyx. My Onyx was my bread and butter, but I put one of these in the bag, and I just kept playing with it, and I kept playing with it. When I first started, I didn't like it because I didn't like this one because it was so overstable. My C-Line PD, Simon Dye, it wasn't Simon Dye. It was just too overstable for me. And I was like, no, I love my Onyx. I had one kind of flippy, one more stable, one similar to this one. And it beat in a little. I can throw this 350 or a little bit more with some flex, but 350 hyzer. I love this disc. I throw it flat. It rides the flatness. It kind of turns a little, not much, then it hyzers out. And then my other PD right here. I love this disc so far. It's so overstable right now, but I know it'll beat up like my Simon Dye one. I really do enjoy throwing this disc. So far, it's just throwing. It's gonna dump, so I have to give it some anhyzer and try to pump it. Now let's go with my distance drivers. I don't know why I have so many distance drivers, and I don't know if this is considered has a distance driver, but let's go. Yeah, let's go with this. The Stratosphere DD1. I tried this one in headwind in the video, my challenge video. I really didn't like it, but I didn't want to lose hope with it. So that next week, we had a mini here in Odessa, hole one in Comp South, 370-foot hole. There was a slight right to left, not much. I was like, I'm gonna just throw it down the middle, but with some hyzer on it. I gave it some hyzer. It popped up too flat. It kind of turned a little. It came out, and man, I was impressed. I passed the basket by like 50 to 60 feet. I was like, wow. So I kept this one in. I'm still kind of getting used to it. It's hard for me to throw it when it's like a mini, or I'm just gonna try to get it ready to learn how to throw it in a tournament, because I really do enjoy throwing this disc. Again, come on, dude. Okay, let's go to Flippy, to more stable. Okay, I have my astronaut here. This is my most flippiest disc. I rarely pull it out, or unless there's a big old tailwind. I pull this out, give it a lot of hyzer. I can give this one this much hyzer with full power, and it'll still try to just keep dumping. But I have some use for it. I just love this disc. I don't think I'll ever take it out my bag, because you always need an understable disc. Yeah, my Stratosphere. And bottom stamp destroyer, 172. This was my baby, and it's still my baby. I don't plan on getting rid of this bad boy right here. I give this one hyzer, pops up to flat. This one does still get a little more of a turn out of it, but I can always rely on the finish. Just like my astronaut, it turns, but it just keeps burning. And this one, I'm always gonna be able to rely on that little baby finish, soft finish. These three are the same. They fly the exact same. My Calvin Heimberg and my DD3, Seedline DD3. These fly the exact same. Baby hyzer, little flat flip up, and always rely on the big skip. How I said, identical fly. I don't know why I bagged 3, but it's just how I feel. I think I can get my most distance at it. When I pull these out, I'm going max distance. They fly about the same, how I said, but it's just how I feel. If one day I'm feeling, let's not throw the Calvin, let's throw the Discmania, let's throw the Simon Dye one, or I don't know. It's just how I basically feel that day and how I'm feeling. And then to the stables, these my Calvin. Poor little guy has been beat up so much, has been ran over, has seen a lot of pavement, just a lot. And I love this disc, and this is the longest disc I've had in my bag. I think I've had this for 1.5 years. I've been playing for 2 years. Yeah, I've had this for 1.5 years, and I'm always gonna keep this boy. Throw it flat, turns on me a little, and always rely on the fade. I rarely throw this disc. I don't know why. I just love to throw it on hyzer and just watch it flip up, and it always has that big skip. My next disc, my Ricky Wysocki Raptor Eye Rive. I've never thrown a Rive. It says it's a 13 speed. I kind of feel it like a 13 speed, but it kind of doesn't feel like a 13 speed. I would always bag a nuke, and I had to just get away from the nukes. I don't know why. I feel like my release wasn't consistent enough to keep the nuke in the back. As soon as I first threw this, I fell in love with it. Again, I love to throw this disc on hyzer. If it doesn't even flip too flat on me yet. It just flips a little, and it just keeps riding the hyzer, and always big finish. And then I have my Halo Calvin Destroyer. what can I say? This is just my headwind disc. I rarely throw this disc. I'm trying to keep it as fresh as I can. But I know once it beats in, man, this is gonna be really, really bread and butter. And yeah. And I use my grip bag. That's all I use. I only use grip bags. I don't know why. When I was first introduced to disc golf, I had a little cheap, I think it was $50 to $60 bag. After that, I got hooked to the game and I bought my first grip bag, and that's all I bought. All I have is grip bags. Let's see what I have. I always have to have my cross here with me. I don't know. I feel safe. I feel like it's my good luck, and I feel like I'm always safe in the course with it. Oh, what do I keep in the bags? My rangefinder. Always have to have a rangefinder for the new course, or I mean, if you can go play a tournament out of town and you know that you never played that course, you always need a rangefinder so you could just know the distance, your upshots on the par fours or whatever. You land here, what do I do? What's the distance? My little UV light to help my homeboys out when we're playing night golf, because I really don't have glow disc, or I don't put glow tape on my disc. I don't know why. I also carry three minis. How I said, it's just how I feel. If I first start on a hole and I have like a 40-footer and I missed a putt, let's say I missed a putt with my black one, I'm like, no, this one's not gonna make me a putt, and I just grab what I feel like is gonna give me the luck, and I just keep using that mini for that day. And if I finished off like on fire, I keep this mini. I keep playing with this mini for the next rounds. But if I don't, I switch out to this one or to another one, etc., etc. And then sometimes I use my can topper minis. If these three ain't working for me, it's just how I really do feel. What else do I carry in here? I usually carry snacks. Sharpies. We play a lot of glow rounds, so I grab the little fishing lights. I carry that. I carry tape, electrical tape, so I can put in the back of my disc whenever we play our glow rounds. And then you always have to carry some shades and a knife. You never know when you're gonna use a knife out in the course. Not to defend yourself, you never know when you need a knife. My chalk bag. In the summer, I have sweaty palms, and I can't putt. When I have sweaty palms, I just have my chalk bag in here. I have my chalk ball, and I have my well sack. And you know, when you ain't feeling it and you mess up a shot, always have to carry the pole. Because you can't lie. We all shank a shot and we land in the water sometimes, so I always have to carry a pole. And that's it. Thank you guys for watching. I hope y'all enjoyed this video. I'm still a little nervous. I'm still a little choppy and I don't know what to say, but little by little I'll be getting used to talking to a camera. And hey, I hope y'all like the mic, and maybe I'll throw some shots on my turf tee box. And man, I wish I would have started doing videos whenever I did this box just to show you how I did it. My little setup, I have 1, 2, 3, 4 baskets right now up, and maybe I should show you how I putt and how I practice putting, and maybe some field work, and yeah, thank you guys for watching. I hope to see you guys again.